What's going on, guys? I want to do a little bit of a trade recap on Sava. So Sava was one of the stocks that came from the gold members daily watch list for today, which is August the 10th. Guys, if you're watching this video and you're new to my YouTube channel, I have a Discord. I have a gold members where I kind of give out, alerts and put some stocks that I'm watching and currently trading in there, as well as, a whole training course, 22 videos, 23 videos now, and constantly kind of helping you guys out as much as I can while I'm trading intraday. That link is down in the description below. But the pivot point for Sava was 106.28. Okay, I'm not going to get in too much on how I came up with that pivot point. That is in the Discord. That's in the course on how I come up with the pivot points. However, the pivot point was 106.28. Okay, so market opens here at 6 a.m. Obviously, we passed this pivot point here at 106.28. We put in a high here of 108.43. Okay, so this would now become your entry. 108.43. The stock hit a high of 109.91. So off the entry point to the high, you would have got a dollar move off of this pivot point. Now, if you held looking for more, obviously the stock retraced, you would now be sitting at about break even. So what I try to tell all of my traders is take money on the way up. We have to have plans for taking profit. So I believe in taking profits three ways. That first is the first initial push, that money flow, that cash flow, whether that be 30 cents, 50 cents, I say realistically on stocks that are around $100 or under, between 30 cents and 50 cents, that first initial push where you get 30 cents to 50 cents on the move, take off, good amount of size. So what that means is if you're trading 100 shares of Sava and you entered the stock at 108.43, at 30 to 50 cents, depending on how fast the stock is moving, I would take off 30, 40, 50 shares at 50 cents. Okay. That way you lock in those profits. You already know where your stop is going to be at. Your stop is going to be any close below the moving average or any stop below this candle that you're entering in at. So the candle that we entered in at is 103.47. So you have to understand, that if you're playing the hourly time frame, you're going to have a bigger risk as far as how much you're letting the stock move. Now, if you can't stomach 2 points, 3 points, then you really need to maybe play a smaller time frame, or you really need to tighten up your size. If you normally play 100 shares, maybe you might want to play 50 shares. Maybe you might want to start off and play 20 shares until you get very, very comfortable. Because if you do lose, which you will, losing is a part of the game. I don't want you to lose so much to where you blow up your account or you're constantly taking hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of losses. Okay, so you have to understand your risk. So from 108.43, we got this push up here to 109.07 on this candle here. If you had that cash grab mentality where you're going to take 50 cents off, you would have been able to take your quick 50 cents as soon as the entry candle came. Okay, as soon as you took your entry at 108.43, it put in a high of 109.11. This is your 50-cent grab that would immediately come off of the table. And now what you're doing is you have maybe half size, maybe even quarter size left, leaving it as a runner. Definitely want to move your stop up to break even at this point, so you're not losing anything after that. And then you're going to begin to scale out in increments of 50 cents to $1, depending on how the stock is moving. Obviously, I think the stock still looks good. Support is going to be down here at 106.11. So could we see a retrace and get a bounce off of the moving average here down at 106? It's completely possible. If you do get stopped out in the process, you already took your 50 cents on this move altogether. So let me give you another bit Actually, I'm going to make another video because there was another setup here, not playing the pivots. I'm going to do another video on that, but I just wanted to kind of do this recap on the pivot on Sava today and where you would have taken this entry. So the entry on Sava would not have come until the 9 o'clock hour. Market opened at 6 o'clock. You did not get confirmation until 9 o'clock. So if you took Sava before 9 o'clock off the pivot, you were completely early. So if you did end up getting in here at 106.28 just on the first move, congratulations. The market did save you. You were able to get 2 points very, very fast. I hope you took profits because you did jump the gun. So, you know, there's nothing more I can say about that. Sometimes you will get that move. If you do jump the gun, the pivot was 106.28. Let's say we passed the pivot and you entered in at 106.50 and this rode up to 108. And now you did not sell and it came back on you. I don't feel sorry for you because of the fact that you did not wait for confirmation. You should have taken your profits as soon as possible because, you know, you jumped the gun. You were able to get a $1 to 2 point move here. You should have just been happy with that. And then, you know, kind of have to know that, you know, these stocks, they don't have to go 10 points. They don't have to go 20 points. They don't have to give you 20 cents. So, you know, you just got to be smart. You got to take your profits along the way. But the correct entry on this stock was 108.43. And that price would have come at the 9 o'clock candle here. And very quickly, you did get that move. So if you are training yourself and getting in the habit of taking off, you know, I'd say really realistically, you know, stocks that are around $100, you know, that first 50-cent move, you need to be taking some size off of the table and at least grabbing that cash off the table and moving your stop to break even immediately at that point. So even if this does go south, you were able to take 50 cents on the trade and now you just stopped out and broke even. You could always reevaluate the trade and get in later.